Everybody, hold on just a minute because Jaguar Wright has exposed the shocking truth about what went on at Diddy's parties and who was there. You're going to want to hear this.
I don't know why ain't nobody talking about when Carson Daly went to them Diddy parties. Because Carson Daly did go to them Diddy parties. No different than Ashton Kutcher.
Damn. Okay.
No different than Hype Williams. Why don't nobody want to talk about Hype Williams? Usually if I send a shout out at somebody, people start really kicking things up. But it's almost as if Hype is like living under some wheat germ grass or some under Russell Simmons' ass in Bali. Why can't, is it time to put Hype Williams on a milk cart?
Everyone that was not my color believed me. It was my people that needed convincing. If someone like the Diddler is your hero, then you should hurry up and go to hell with him. If someone like Jay-Z is your hero, then, just be glad you're not talented so he could sacrifice you like he tried to do me, and he succeeded with Aaliyah. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
Now, Carisha and Rick Ross just sat down together in an interview.
I know. Two Diddy doo-wop bops. What a reunion.
The craziest thing is that she even claimed these parties could be connected to evil spiritual rituals and even MK Ultra.
People say they went to Diddy parties and they felt like something was off and decided to leave, or they got invited to another room and they decided to go because they felt like it wasn't right, or whatever the case may be. These is literally walking in there, not thinking. Seriously, but the thing is, they were still willing to take the chance to go because everybody's been hearing these whispers. Where is Tyson Beckford right now? And why is nobody talking about how after his stint at Russell Simmons and Diddy parties in the Hamptons, he went into pure addiction and now it's just disappeared. He's not acting. What is Tyson Beckford doing? He was one of the biggest figures in the modeling world. Matter of fact, we see a lot of supermodels that keep coming and going and coming and going. And there's just a few that stay.
That's right. That's how deep this all goes. A guest at one of Diddy's parties recently shared some behind-the-scenes details. Adult star Sienna Grace recounted her experience attending a birthday celebration at Diddy's mansion, offering some insight into the atmosphere and how the music mogul interacted with his guests. Sienna revealed that she was invited to Christian Diddy's son birthday bash, and although the gathering was small and intimate, she recognized several notable faces. Among the attendees were French Montana, Jordan Woods, Stassi, best friend of Kylie Jenner, and a few guys from Bad Boy Records. During the event, Diddy made an appearance to bring out his son's birthday cake, but according to Sienna, he didn't seem fully present and mostly kept to himself. Sienna also shared some insights into the signals used by Hollywood stars when they're interested in someone. According to her, these celebrities often make it clear when they've picked someone for the night by giving them something like a jacket or a jumper to mark them as off-limits to others.
A lot of people that end up at these wild parties and in these wild ceremonies, because see, everyone's thinking freak off, freak off, freak off, but what you're not thinking is ritualistic human sacrifice.
Right.
Whether or not you're offering up your sexuality or offering up your life force. It's energy, it's transfer. So for Whitney Houston to be unalive in that hotel room, and for him to wait to start the party right as her spirit was completely leaving her.
Wow.
Says a lot.
And Jack, what I was gonna say was, and even in the Piers Morgan interview, he was asking about what happens at these parties. We've seen visual evidence to where, again, Nature Boy is locked up for life, but he himself had visual evidence of him wanting to take advantage of a woman or make love or whatever you want to call it while other women are dancing in the ritualistic dance around them.
These are all spiritual seances. You gotta understand, these are practices that have been around long before they started choreographing society. We're talking about thousands and thousands of years. Things were happening here. It wasn't until the past 500 years that the world has gotten caught up into such wild, like nothing. Oh no, that's not real. That's fake. That's not real.
Programming though, they started
Very
giving
much
us.
so. Yeah. MK Ultra. Cloning. Whether they're cloning consciousness or literally cloning physical body, and now we know they're capable of doing both.
In fact, this was so commonplace that one woman has recently even found the courage to sue him for it, alleging that he assaulted her.
James Cruz and Hard Pierre always been Diddy's flunkies, especially Hard Pierre. That's why he's being sued right now too by one of his assistants and stuff like that, because I guess he learned from his boss. But James Cruz used to work for 50, but he worked for Diddy first. So them niggas was always scumbuckets, man.
Right. But speaking of Harvey Pierre, how do you feel about him getting accused of sexual assault?
Like I said, anything that has to do with those those people have to prove that. But are they capable? Yeah, they're capable. Look at the atmosphere. They in the music industry. They in the music business. They set up those type of, they learn the tricks of the trade. For instance, guys don't put those pills that they get to the girls in the champagne bottles because they popping them in front of them. Most of those girls, especially if they like mixed drinks, you understand, they see the bottles when they open them and they trying to keep their eyes on it because they don't want to get no kind of put in their system. But what they don't understand is in the orange juice and it's in the cranberry juice. Those girls who like the mixed drinks, you understand what I'm saying? They gonna pour their own sexual act because they don't understand it ain't in the bottles, it's in the juice. Those guys, they learn that and they put it to those girls who don't know no better.
In fact, the Thalia Graves case is something that people really need to be aware of because it seems Diddy has been blackmailing her with a tape of her.
That woman was visibly emotional during the news conference as she recounted a horrific and violent assault.
The internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words.
Thalia Graves, sitting next to her attorney, Gloria Allred, alleges Sean Diddy Combs and his former bodyguard, Joseph Sherman, drugged and raped her at Bad Boys Record Studio in 2001 when she was 25 years old.
I'm emotionally scarred. It has been hard for me to trust others, to form healthy relationships, or even feel safe in my own skin.
According to the lawsuit filed on Tuesday in New York, Thalia was lured to the studio under false pretenses. She claims she was given a drink spiked with drugs, causing her to pass out. When she woke up, Thalia says she was restrained and being brutally assaulted by Diddy and his bodyguard.
Flashbacks, nightmares, and intrusive thoughts make me feel like it's a constant struggle.
In 2023, Thalia says she found out the rape had been recorded and through the years had been distributed to multiple people.
Defendant Combs and another defendant published and/or disseminated the videos without plaintiff's knowledge or consent.
Combs is facing at least 10 similar lawsuits. He remains locked up awaiting trial on human and racketeering charges.
I'm glad that he is locked up, but that's a temporary feeling of relief.
Talia says she didn't go public until now because she says that Combs allegedly threatened to ruin her life if she said anything.
Many celebrities have shared their experiences at Diddy's legendary parties, but the details surrounding his alleged freak-offs remain largely unknown. In a 1999 interview with Entertainment Tonight, Diddy himself seemed aware of the buzz his parties would create.
But before this interview, you was telling me that a female reached out to you about a sex tape?
Yeah. It may not have been a year ago, it may have been close to a year, 9 months, something like that, a year. It was about, I don't know, was it a year? It's 6 months to a year. I forget about it because we just had a brief conversations for about like a week or so. You know, like she'll call me one day and then we'll talk a little bit. Then I'll get back with her, then she'll call me back. She was trying to find out information and everything like that. But I really couldn't help her, bruh. You understand? And then she told me the guy's name. You know, she said, Gene, I know it wasn't you. You know, she told me her credentials. She said, Gene, I went to college. You know, I come from a reputable family. I live in, you know, out your way, where you at. And she said that, do I know this bodyguard named Big Joe? And I said, wow, what's going on? And then she told me about that she had heard about this tape floating around of Puffy ex-A-ing her, sexually assaulting her. And I was like, wow. And I couldn't say anything because I know the parties and stuff like that. But I told her, I said, yo, I can't give you Joe's number, but I'll get in touch with him or whatever, best way I could. So I got in touch with Joe and I told him what the lady said. And he just said that she didn't know anything about it and that, you know, it was felonious. So then the lady had told me she didn't want Joe, she just wanted a copy of the tape so she could bring charges up on Puff. So I said to her, he said that no tapes exist, that tape doesn't exist. You understand? So I gave her that information, I let Joe know, I let her know, and that was basically it.
Do you believe the tape exists?
What I believe and what I know is two different things. I was told, and this is a word around town, that the tape exists. I never saw the tape. I never, know anybody who say they saw the tape. See, what happens is that, man, when you have a certain status in Harlem, you are privy to a lot of information, or you're privy to stuff that happens in the street. And there was information in the streets that a tape like that existed. How true it was, I don't know, because I don't look for that stuff. I'm not trying to find that. And that's what it was.
What's on the tape?
I heard it was enough on the tape that people could blackmail Puff for. That's what I actually heard.
Diddy didn't shy away from talking about his party hosting tricks either. In a 2002 appearance on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, he explained that a successful party needs beautiful women, of course.
Parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time. you know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizons, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on, you know, it's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting together. Yeah.
Your parties are the hottest ticket in town. People dying to get into your party. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's cool. You know, it doesn't make me feel any way special. It doesn't make me feel like a bigger person. It just makes me feel like I know how to throw a party.
Over the years, several well-known figures have opened up about their experiences at Diddy's parties. Ashton Kutcher revealed during a 2019 Hot Ones interview that he had some wild memories from Diddy's gatherings, but he chose to stay tight-lipped.
This is what you need to do. Women, beautiful women, of course.
Beautiful women.
Beautiful men for the ladies, of course.
Wouldn't it be better if there weren't beautiful men there? There were just a lot of beautiful women and then just the guy?
No. You have to make. There's enough ladies to go around. You have to make them. The ladies, give the ladies what they need too. You know, you have to take care of your women.
Take care of the ladies. Okay,
ladies,
gotcha. That's good.
Can't force a situation.
Right. What about?
Can't force a square peg into a round hole.
That's the story of my life, my friend.
Okay, you need that.
I wish you had told me that a long time ago.
Well, I'm here now, brother. It's not too late.
What about like celebrities? You have a lot of celebrities at your.
First you have to listen. I'm giving you the menu. Okay. Let's just take things slow. Okay. Okay. It's all right. He's learning. He's learning.
And I'm slow.
Yes.
I'm very slow.
Check it out. This is my man. We go way back, but he hasn't told y'all that. We'll talk about that later.
We go way back.
Way back. But check this out.
When was that, by the way? We'll get to that later. All right.
Okay. Now, we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just
Plurals.
different blend. You need
Blends.
the ladies. You need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No.
What?
And the answer just got worse.
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, you know, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah.
Rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you doing?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Usher offered a more personal perspective, recalling his time living with Diddy when he was a teenager. During a 2016 interview on The Howard Stern Show, Usher said the experience was pretty wild, but admitted that he didn't fully understand everything going on around him. When asked if he would let his own kids attend one of Diddy's parties, Usher firmly replied, "Hell no, and for good reason, because he had allegedly been groomed by Diddy."
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out, watch football together.
50 Cent has been vocal about his decision to avoid Diddy's gatherings altogether. In a July 2023 interview with The Hollywood Reporter, he said, "I've been very vocal about not going to puffy parties and doing S like that. I've been staying out of that S for years. It's just an uncomfortable energy connected to it." He even recalled an awkward moment when Diddy offered to take him shopping, which 50 Cent found strange, explaining, "That might be something that a man says to a woman." Cat Williams took a humorous approach to his refusal to attend Diddy's parties. During a January interview on the Club Shay Shay podcast, he joked about turning down $50 million offers just to protect my integrity, adding, "Diddy be wanting to party, and you got to tell him no." He teased that more celebrity scandals might come to light soon. In fact, G-Unit's Young Buck revealed that Diddy was in cahoots with several big names when he committed these crimes.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber,
So far,
French
so good.
Montana,
Do you even know half the people you're naming?
No.
She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet.
You haven't? I want to be Clay when I grow up, Court.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.